Hey everyone, welcome back to Worship Wednesday. It has been a few weeks, but I am here. And today's going to be kind of a speedy episode because I have a lot to do today. We're going to be hosting community group at our house again after quite a long hiatus. So I'm trying to get my house ready for that. And my kids are also entering a little art contest with the fair, and the deadline is today, so I got to get that in too. So anywho, so I was trying to think of what to do today, and I started looking through old songs I'd written, and I thought to myself, what do you do if you wrote a song and you don't quite remember the tune to it? What do? Do you toss it out? Do you rewrite it? Do you make up a new tune? So what do? So I found one, and I remember writing this one. It's called Fight Back with a Song, and I wrote it back in 2018. So I think that I was pregnant when I wrote this. I'm trying to remember now. Yeah, I would have been pregnant. So I was pregnant with number 2. And this was, ironically, this song, I actually wrote this song before I started having some medical issues with the pregnancy. And this predates my husband's cancer. This predates a lot of things that got hard. But one of the things, that happens when you're pregnant is your hormones are all over the place. You start kind of thinking about things. You start misunderstanding people or situations. Your body is changing. And at the time, I had a toddler, and I just was trying to be pregnant and have a toddler. And it was just a lot going on there. And so I think this is where I was when I wrote this song. Speaking of toddler, right on cue, here's my toddler. This is number 3. That just ran in the room. Hey, you haven't been represented in a video yet, have you? The other 2 have. Yeah, you haven't been represented yet. Not that this is gonna really pertain to you, but you can be here. Yeah, I can see your cuteness. I'm gonna do a song. Up. You wanna get up? You wanna be on camera? Yeah, you wanna be on camera. Okay. So mommy is doing a video about what to do when you're struggling with your thoughts. And when your thoughts are when you want things or you're struggling with something, how do you handle it? Do you say, I want it? Do you ask nicely? Do you pray? Yeah. Are you patient? And are you calm? How do you handle that, Sophia? What do you do? So that's what this song is. So I'm going to see if I can remember the tune. I have no instrument. I'm just going to try to see if I know this song. So it goes, with a song, I will fight the battle that rages in my mind. Okay. Let's see. I feel like I have another tune in my head that might not be the tune, but we'll see where I end up here. With a song, I will fight the battle that rages in my mind. With a song I declare, my great God has the victory everywhere. When you feel defeated, God has conquered death and the grave. When you are wondering, Jesus has already come to save. Now, I think I remember the chorus. So I will fight back with a song. I won't just carry on. The battle is already won. My God will be my strength, the chorus that I sing forever. He will fight for me. So I'll fight back with a song. And then it goes, with the song I will stand when the war is beyond what I can. With the song I believe there is nothing my God cannot achieve. When my joy is fading, He's a light that will not go away. When my hope is falling, he will hold us and show us the way. So I will fight back with a song. I won't just carry on. The battle is already won. My God will be my strength, the chorus that I sing forever. He will fight for me. So I'll fight back with a song. Oh, oh, I'll fight back with a song. Yay! What do you think? You like that? Anywho, yeah, so that song, I did kind of remember some of it. But, yeah. So, that happens in songwriting. Sometimes we come up with a lot of little ditties, and there's just so many that our brain doesn't keep track, and some just don't stick. But sometimes, you can just make a new tune, or, even modify some of the words. Like sometimes I've done modifications of songs, and sometimes something I've written might just lend itself better to being a poem. Not all poetry needs to be turned into a song, as we all know. I mean, sometimes it just lyrically doesn't work as well as a song. It gets too wordy, there are beloved hymns and songs, that are full of words that are very wordy, and they lend themselves still just fine to music. But they're not that many that I can think of that are super wordy, that are very easy to sing. And there are so many hymns that you find in a hymnal that are just they can be so wordy, and sometimes some of them are hard to sing. They're slow, or they just don't work as well, but they're still beautiful truths that I would want to meditate on. But yeah, and again, like, you look in a hymnal, how many of those songs that are even in there do you really know? I mean, I probably know more than 24 hymns for sure. But I mean, there's hundreds, like probably over 150 hymns in a hymnal if you look, and some hymnals have different ones. But you don't always really know the tune, and even if you did hear that tune at one point, some of them just really don't stick. And you know what? That is okay. And I like that when I write songs that I do remember to date them, because even if, like, I don't remember the song, or it wasn't a very good song, I can look at it and say, well, here's where I was coming from when I wrote that. Here's what I was going through. And I can still pull out good truth from that. I can still find something in that can really be uplifting to my spirit and when I'm doing my quiet time. And so it doesn't always have to be some good song that I'm going to share with the whole world, but it could be good for that time when I'm doing my devotional. So anyway, just to encourage any of you out there who write songs that, you're kind of like, oh, that wasn't a very good one. Don't feel discouraged by that, but just enjoy the process of writing, enjoy the process of creativity, and being with the Lord. So anyway, thank you for tuning in today, and I will see you next time on my Worship Wednesday.